Hello, I'm Walt. I started in firefighting and EMS back in 1980. One of the challenges that I've seen over the years is cardiovascular disease. As we all know, cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of firefighters. And as we've gone through the years, we've tried to improve that, but we just haven't done the most aggressive work there. We look at diet, we look at exercise, but I found a tool that is very helpful. I learned it from cardiologists over in Japan and Korea. And what they use is a tool called far infrared. Now, I've used saunas over the years, but the far infrared is much superior to the results I found out of just regular saunas. The far infrared changes the water molecule in the blood to where we have better perfusion. And that's huge as we look at the heart function. If we can increase the blood flow in that heart muscle, we increase that heart muscle's ability. One of the major keys in the body is what's in that blood and the flow of the blood. And this sauna is significant, increasing that flow of the blood into the cells. And that's what we're looking for in cardiovascular disease. We want to increase that heart's muscle strength, the nutrition to that heart muscle, and the far infrared is able to do that. One of the other things that the cardiologists in Japan and Korea have found is that it increases nitric oxide. Now, a huge issue in heart attacks is plaque buildup. And the far infrared has been found to increase nitric oxide. And increasing nitric oxide, we're able to address that plaque buildup a lot more aggressively, and we're less prone to have that atherosclerosis or that challenge from that occlusion, which can cause that heart attack. Another problem we have in the fire service is toxins. And we've done a great job as we've gone from years of now wearing air packs. I remember when I first started firefighting, guys didn't even want to wear air packs going inside the house fire, much less going into overhaul. And we're doing a better job in the overhaul process of wearing the air packs, but we still can it's not only through our lungs, we're also can get transdermal absorption from toxins, and that's a huge problem. And so as we've looked at ways that we can reduce that toxin buildup in our firefighters, we found the far infrared is another tool that works well there. You can take urines before. We use the far infrared compared to urines after using far infrared, and we can see that toxicity drop in that urine that we're testing. And so that's a great tool for the toxins. Another problem we have in firefighting is inflammation. Whether the guys are just getting arthritis, bursitis, whatever that inflammation is, far infrared can reduce inflammation. I have one person that was having problems with their hands, such as myself. I also have the same challenge at times. And this person would get in the sauna for 20 minutes every day, that they had access to the sauna. And they told me that when they used the sauna for 20 minutes, they didn't have that arthritis problem in their hands. That's huge. Whether it's in the knees, the hips, the elbows, the back, wherever that inflammation is, we've seen a reduction in inflammation when using the far infrared sauna. Another issue is lung problems. I had a firefighter just this week. He was in a structure fire, something happened, his helmet got knocked off, he ended up, his air pack, his mask fell off, and he's got some good breaths of the smoke, and as we all know, that's a challenge. And before he got his mask back on, he had gotten quite a bit of smoke in his lungs, and he was able to get out of the fire. When he got back, we put him on a far infrared light, and the light is like a rifle. We're able to use that light and address a specific area, whether it's the lungs, whether it's the heart, whether it's the elbow, whether it's the hands, whatever area we're trying to hit that we're addressing that problem, whether it's the cardiac function, the inflammation, or if it's just lung issues such as this fella. We use the far infrared light, which is called the Sky Eye. It's got 700 watts, and we had him there for 20 minutes using the Sky Eye on his lungs, and then after that we put him in the sauna, and he recorded that his breathing was much better after we had put him. Even after the light, he said he could breathe better, but then when we put him in the sauna, it was even better, and so we're able to help that lung function. One of the problems that we also have seen with long COVID is lung issues continuing through that COVID issue, even months, even years. I had one person that even a year and a half later, they were still having some issues from COVID and with long COVID. And with the far infrared, we're able to address those lung issues. They've got that steady cough that they're having, or just not able to have those good breaths like they used to have. And what we found is the guys, when they get in the sauna and they can stay in there literally not just the 20 minutes, but they can sit in there for an hour, 2 hours, as they're sitting there waiting on a call. I know there's plenty of things to do there in the station, but there's some sitting time. They can get in the sauna, and if it starts getting a little warm, just zip it down just a little bit, cool off a little bit. You're still getting that light that's going around, affecting the whole body systemically, and that's the cool thing about the sauna. The sauna is more like a shotgun. It gets the whole body systemically from the neck down. And so as the guys sit in the sauna for lung issues, they can sit in there, like I said, for an extended period of time. Once they cool down, zip it back up, and then when they start to get a little too warm, zip it back down. Or the light has 700 watts. The sauna has 1400 watts, and you have two lights in there, so you can click. If they want to just cut it down to one light, we still see significant improvement. If we just click on one light at 700 watts inside the sauna versus the two lights, which would give them 1400 watts, and you don't have that full heat problem that they may have. And so as we look at using these different tools, whether it's cardiac, whether it's toxins, whether it's inflammation, whether it's the lung function, we're able to use this tool for a number of different health issues to help our firefighters as they're dealing with those day-to-day problems there in the fire hall.